Has unemployment in Nigeria risen fourfold since 2015? On the trail of a cabinet minister's claim? Now that's a question. Well, the job market in Nigeria is increasingly competitive and the changing economy has left many struggling to make ends meet. Unemployment is a harsh reality for millions of Nigerians and unfortunately, it remains a major concern for the country. Although the government has launched several initiatives to address this issue, there is still a high number of graduates and skilled workers unable to find employment. Despite the efforts being made to tackle unemployment, the demand for jobs outweighs the available opportunities. This reality has led to the spread of false information and incorrect statistics being shared by government officials in the public domain. And that is where News Central and Africa Check are beaming the spotlight this week. Let's talk unemployment in Africa's largest economy. Welcome to The Proof, powered by Africa Check. I am Joe Hansen. Welcome back. Nigerian daily newspaper The Nation reported on sobering national unemployment figures at the end of March this year, attributing them to the country's Labour and Productivity Minister, Dr. Chris Ngige. The minister made claims about the unemployment rate more than quadrupling since Nigeria went into recession in 2015 and then again in 2020. Ngige was speaking at a ministerial briefing. The governing All Progressives Congress APC first took office in 2015 before being re-elected in 2019 and now in 2023 with President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But is Ngige right about unemployment trends in Africa's largest and most populous economy? Well, joining me now is Orwell Okbi, Africa Check Research and Community Manager. Thank you so much and good to see you again, Orwell.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, could you tell me what the minister's first claim was and how you verified it?
You know, the minister, Dr. Chris Ngige, claimed that the unemployment rate in the country has more than quadrupled since the economy slipped into recession. Which first occurred in 2016 and then also in 2020. As our process is, we did contact the minister's office to confirm whether he was quoted accurately and to also ask for proof for the claim, but we haven't heard from them yet. And then looking at the National Bureau of Statistics definition of unemployment, being that that's the agency that collects unemployment data, it defines unemployment as of people between ages 15 and 64 who are willing and able to work but are without work during the specified period under review. And then as a way of definition, we know that Nigeria defines a recession as economic decline over 2 consecutive quarters. But then it's also important to note that the International Monetary Fund cautions that there's really no universally accepted definition for recession, right? So in 2016, when Nigeria had its first recession in over 2 decades, the economy contracted by 1.6%, and that was sort of attributable to fall in oil prices. But then in 2020, it had to do with the impact of COVID, and in that period, according to World Bank data, Nigeria's economy shrunk by 1.8%.
All right, so what happened with these recessions that Nigeria experienced?
Okay, in speaking with the National Bureau of Statistics, we with the head of National Account Division, that's Dr. Baba Madu, who told us that when comparing unemployment rates year by year, one should focus on the final quarter of the years, right? And in March 2016, the Bureau published its unemployment report for the last quarter of 2015, and a total of 76.96 million people were estimated to be in full-time employment during this period. Or we're talking about people who work at least 40 hours a week. General unemployment rate in that quarter was 10.4%. And then underemployment rate, which is the percentage of people who work for less than 20 hours a week or engage in low-skilled work, stood at 18.7%, or talking about 14.42 million people in that quarter.
What was the Minister of Labour and Productivity's second claim?
All right, the second claim is that unemployment rate in Nigeria rose to 9.9% in 2015 as the administration came on board. And looking at the MBS data, the unemployment rate fell to 7.5% in the first quarter of 2015, and then it rose to 8.2% in the second quarter, and in the third quarter of 2015, the rate had gotten to 9.9%. Going by these numbers, we rated Ngige's second claim correct, because unemployment rate indeed increased to 9.9% in the very first quarter of President Buhari as President of Nigeria.
Welcome back. This is The Proof, powered by Africa Check. Orwell Okwi is still here with us. Orwell, tell us what your verdict is on the minister's claims.
Okay. The claim that unemployment rate in the country has more than quadrupled since the economy slipped into recession, we read that as incorrect. And then the second claim, that unemployment rate rose to 9.9% in 2015 as the Buhari's administration came on board, is correct.
Thank you, Orwell. It is crucial that individuals in public office exercise caution when making claims or statements on any subject matter. All right, so this practice is essential, very essential, to curb the spread of false information within the country, as you have heard from Orwell and you have seen as well. Furthermore, it is a responsibility of all citizens to verify information before sharing it, thereby ensuring that misinformation does not spread unchecked. If you want to know more about a claim you see on social media, send it to Africa Check. You can also find details of today's fact-checking by visiting africacheck.org. You can also tweet at AfricaCheck_NG. And don't forget to follow us on all socials. We are at News Central TV. And you can check out our website for more details, news, information that you can use. It's www.newscentral.africa. I'm Joe Hansen. Until we meet again next week, don't forget to be very careful with every information you come across on the social media space.